I am a very stylish girl.
Welcome to part 2, and now you'll find out the reason why I picked apartment number 3 and answering a couple questions. Apartment number 6 was another one that got really strong votes, and it was actually my favorite for the longest time. And I'll tell you why it didn't win. It had nothing to do with the fact that, yes, it would have needed some fixing up, because I actually loved it even how it was. I mean, yeah, it would have taken some fixing up, and it would have cost some money to do that, but I loved it so much that I didn't care. I would live with it the way it was if I had to for the first few years. But the reason why we didn't end up going with the apartment number 6 was because actually somebody beat us to it. So yeah, that is why we didn't go with apartment number 6. Even though some of you commented that it was weird, that the kitchen was on the top and the bedroom was at the bottom, I had no problem with that. I really liked it, and I thought it was great layout, and I really loved that apartment, but unfortunately, somebody got to it before we did, so I guess they were just quicker than us. So now to the one that won, which was apartment number 3, the one that none of you voted for, which almost makes me second guess, but I'm going to tell you the reasons why I liked apartment number 3. So apartment number 3 actually did have a lot of benefits. I'll start with the cons. The biggest con with apartment number 3 was that it is the furthest away from where I work. And yeah, that sucks. But, I mean, there's ways around it, right? I mean, there's public transit. I could get a bike. My boss had said that if I did get a bike, he would totally allow me to park the bike in the office, so I wouldn't even have to worry about it being on the street. But I can't ride a bike, which means I'd have to get one of those adult tricycles, which, by the way, are ridiculously cute, and I tried riding one last week, and I loved it, but they're also, like, $700, so yeah, I think I'm gonna wait to buy that, which sucks because it means 45-minute walks home from work and to work every day. Sad, very sad. But who knows? I mean, there's other ways around it. Another thing that I'm considering is actually getting a scooter. So who knows? I might end up just, you know, kick scootering to work every day, and maybe that'll help cut my time in half at least, right? Who knows? It might work. But the benefits about apartment number 3, which I don't think anybody really noticed, was, okay, first off, the apartment actually is pretty spacious. It has one of the biggest bedrooms out of every single apartment that we saw, a huge laundry room, so that was really great too. I could fit tons of my sewing stuff in there, which is great. A big amount of space for me to put my sewing table and machines, which is fabulous. Bathroom, although it was recently renovated, it is kind of cheesy looking, but come on, that sink is gorgeous. Did any of you see that sink? Also, the appliances looked great. The kitchen was beautifully renovated. The whole apartment actually was beautifully renovated, and the frosted glass sliding doors were fabulous. There was lots of in-suite storage. It actually also comes with a storage locker. It also comes with a parking spot. So it's actually a great apartment. And it has a fabulous view of the mountains, which unfortunately you can't see in the video because it was kind of a rainy day that day, but it's really pretty. So on top of all that, it's actually the cheapest by far out of any of the other apartments we saw, and that's probably because of the fact that it is so much further away out of the city. But it's not like it's in the middle of the country or anything. I mean, it's right near one of the best streets in all of Vancouver, so yeah, it's a great little apartment, and it almost breaks my heart a bit that you guys didn't like it because yeah, I'm gonna be living there. So yeah, the winner was apartment number 3 because it was beautifully renovated. There really isn't that much more renovations that I would do to it aside from just some personal touches to make it more my own, and the monthly payments are going to be super low, which is great because it might even meet a car, so that'll cut down on my walk to work. So yeah, we chose apartment number 3. Okay, so now that you've heard how awesome this apartment is, here's what happened. When you buy an apartment, you don't just buy it because you think it looks pretty. You actually have to go through years and years worth of strata minutes, and what that means is whenever the building has meetings to see what's wrong with the building, and what measures they're going to take to correct the problems. Well, they keep records of those minutes, and when you go to buy a house, you get to actually read those minutes from years and years and years. So any problem that the building has had for a good chunk of time, you get to know about before you pay. Unfortunately, as it turns out, that particular building had some pretty extensive water damage happen to it, which caused a lot of leaks and a lot of molds. So unfortunately, we decided that that was not actually the building that we wanted to move into, because even though it wasn't going to cost us very much to move there, eventually it would end up costing us a lot in repairs and damages. So that's why we decided very recently that it would not be apartment number 3. Fortunately, what that means is it's back to the drawing board. So we're back to looking at apartments all over again from scratch, because we just haven't found that perfect one yet. Oh well, them's the breaks. Hopefully I'll have some new apartments for you guys to look at soon. So Random Ambi actually also made a comment that I thought was hilarious, so I thought I would also address that in this video. Random Ambi commented, "I was hoping I'd see your roommate's face in one of those mirrors, but the closest that got was with his head down in the last one. Lol. Smiley face with his tongue sticking out." Well, actually, if you guys want to see what my roommate looks like, it's actually very easy. I have a video that I made about him a really long time ago when I still lived back home with my family, and it's called Who is Samit? And you can check that out on YouTube. It's a super old video, and it's kind of hilarious, but I guess it's more interesting if you actually know him and went to school with us and know us in person. But I mean, if you're still interested, please feel free to check out that video, and then Random Abby, you can actually see what my roommate looks like, and you don't have to wonder anymore. One other thing that I wanted to mention, I'm going to let you guys in on something. As you know, I don't get a lot of free time, so that means that if you guys want to have videos regularly, every single week, instead of having to wait huge gaps in between videos, that means that whenever I do get free time, I tend to film a lot of videos at once. And I don't think many of you have realized this, because I'm smart and I actually get changed and do my hair differently between videos, so that you can't tell that I've filmed like maybe 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 a day. So yeah, you guys think that I'm filming them on the day that I put them out, and I really don't. So the problem is, though, because I have done that, the cat is now out of the bag. I now have, with the exception of a few videos, I now have almost every single video that I'm going to put out for the rest of 2011, believe it or not, actually already filmed and edited, and just waiting for the date that they're supposed to come out on. So because of that, you're gonna notice that even though I'm moving in the middle of June-ish area, you're still gonna see tons of videos that take place here in this apartment. So I don't want that to confuse you guys. So I'm telling you right now, when you see videos that are still me in this apartment, which is the bulk of them, it's stuff that I've already filmed, and I've just been waiting for the right day to put it out. I have a huge schedule of when all the videos are coming out on. So with the exception of stuff like the weight loss updates and anything that needs to be filmed on that day, most of them have already been filmed. So I hope you guys aren't disappointed, because it actually is to your benefit, because then you don't miss any videos. But yeah, that's how it works. So when you see videos that are in this apartment and you see videos that are in that apartment, don't get confused. I'm not still living in this one. I would have moved out by then. It's just I filmed the video in advance, so you guys wouldn't have to miss any. It'll also be why my weight will fluctuate in the videos, because some of them I filmed more recently and some of them I haven't. So yeah, that's it for me for today. I hope you guys aren't too disappointed that I chose apartment number 3, and I promise once I'm all moved in and everything is set up and looking beautiful, I will take another video of apartment number 3 that you guys can actually see really well. And then hopefully then you'll like it better, and you won't feel sick after watching a video with a lot of handheld camera movements. Okay, so that's it for me today. Hope you guys are looking forward to your regularly scheduled video on Friday, and I'll see you then. Okay, bye.
I am a very stylish girl.